Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Little Gamer Girl and today I have another speed build for you guys. We are making a restaurant in myshuno. I'll go ahead and insert the inspiration photo right now. I found that photo off of Pinterest because I really needed some ideas on what I wanted to do with this lot, especially since myshuno is kind of like a New York, I think. So I've never done a design like that before and I've been having a difficult time with it. So I decided to just get some inspiration and I really liked that restaurant. I tried to do the lights that surround the front of it, but we only have pool lights and it was just getting too tedious and annoying. So I end up not doing that, but I do end up liking the finishing product anyways. Right now I'm just trying out different things because there is like a front patio looking area in the inspiration photo. So I try to do that, but I hate this. To say the least, I hated it, every bit of it. I really wanted to use that awning because I've never used it before, but I just couldn't stand how this looked. So I ended up deleting it. I kept telling myself, oh, just trust the process. But no, I was like, this is disgusting. I hate this. And some of you might like it. And in that case, I'm sorry I didn't keep it, but I hated this. So I got rid of it. I like what I end up doing instead a lot more anyways. I think this looks really cute in theory. It's just, especially when I try to do this front entrance area, the awning just sticks out far too much. So maybe in another build I'll do that awning idea again, but I didn't like it for this one. I honestly am surprised by the length of this video. I thought it would be shorter, but I spent a long time making this lot. And even when speeding it up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty long. I ended up cutting it a bit shorter, getting rid of unnecessary bits. I like to listen to music while I do these speed builds, so I had to cut out parts where I'm changing the song or looking for a playlist. And I also have to cut out parts where I forget what I'm doing and have to start all over looking for items. But nonetheless, I love doing these speed builds for you guys. And it's just fun to do in between Let's Plays, especially since I haven't been doing a Let's Play recently. It's just fun to do. Anyways, so we're moving on to the new awnings. Not the interior yet. I didn't think I would do the interior. I thought I would just do the exterior for you guys and then do the interior whenever I felt like it, but I end up doing the interior for you guys as well. But those are the awnings I end up using. And then I also use like a brown one. You'll see it in a second, but they're like brown little slats. And I end up using those. And soon you guys will see where I try the pool light idea because I was like, oh, maybe that'll get this more lit up at night because I want it to look all lit up and pretty at night. But it just I cut out all of it. I must show you guys where I started putting down the pool lights, and then I looked at it at night and I was like, no, I'm gonna get rid of that. So I did, and yeah. But now I'm doing the interior / exterior. I bounce around a lot as I always do. Moving on to the interior, I didn't really have anything in mind. I just knew I wanted it to feel kind of upscale, but also have the like kind of warehouse theme of like all the brick and everything. And then I have the cozy feel of the wood paneling, but it's pretty cozy as well. I surprisingly used a lot of wood paneling. I'm placing down even more right now. And I love it. I usually don't use as much wood paneling, so it's really nice being able to use it especially since I have it and I've saved it because I knew at some point I would use it eventually. Oh, but here's the awnings I was talking about, like the little wood slat things. But I end up using this and it looks super cute. But yeah, I save a lot of my CC because I feel like at some point I'm gonna eventually use it. So it was nice to actually be able to use this wood paneling I have since I've been holding on to it for a while. But yeah, this is the exterior so far. This isn't even the finished project, and I'm already obsessed with it. I play tested it to see if it worked, and the smaller tables don't. And not only that, I was a little sad to see that it was kind of empty. I don't know why. I use MC Command Center to have more Sims spawn on the lot, but for some reason they didn't. I think it might be broken, so I might need to update MCC. Um, Hopefully UI Cheats updates soon because I also need her. Love her dearly. But anyways, moving on to the interior. That is the wall and the floors I decided to use, and I'm doing the bathroom really quickly. At first, I wanted to use the actual stalls from Discover University, but I decided to just make the stalls myself because in my experience, the upper class like restaurants I've been to, they don't have stalls, they have little toilet rooms. So I decided to just make a toilet room. And although I don't agree with that idea because they usually don't put ventilation in there, so it just stinks all the time, it is sometimes nice. So I am also starting the front entrance. This is where I was like, okay, let me just place down some items just to get an idea of where I want everything. I had no intention of actually doing this, and then here I am making the kitchen. Mind you, I'm still telling myself, oh no, I'm just mapping out where I want everything to be. I'm not actually gonna do the interior. And yeah, I just keep going. And I was like, oh, well, good thing I'm recording because I'm still going and still haven't stopped yet. But yeah, this is the kitchen over here. And I still feel like this lot is missing something. I add more clutter off camera and change a few things just to make it, I guess, a bit more full, but I don't know. I still feel like it's missing something. Let me know what you guys would recommend. I like how the kitchen turned out because I feel like usually I just throw in the two items that make the kitchen functional and then just keep going. But I decided to just add some countertops and a pantry like shelf and some other clutter just to make it look more full. And I wish I could have placed a window in there, but the countertops were in the way, so I just was like, just keep the realism, I won't. Moving on to my favorite part of the build is the bar area. Oh, I guess we're not. I guess we're leaving my favorite part. That is my favorite part, though, is the bar area. Because I think I was in a cheesecake factory like a couple years ago, and there was a giant like bar wall. And I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Like, I don't know how you get the bottles at the very top, but it's beautiful. And so, remembering that, I decided to put that in this build. This looks nothing like a cheesecake factory, but she was in my heart. I was thinking of her. I don't even like Cheesecake Factory, but I was thinking of her. Also, here's me being a goofy goober thinking I was going to change the sign in the front. No, I wasn't. That is the sign for the restaurant. I don't know why I thought I would change it to make it try and look more fancy. That is the sign, and it looks perfectly fine. But now we're doing the bar area, and this was super fun, super cute. I love her so much. At first, I just had Cheesecake Factory bar in my mind, and I was like, okay, let's make this closed off. Let's add this wall of bottles. Let's also add some clutter. I do add some light clutter just to fill it up a bit, but yeah, I love it. And then I also add art onto the wall next to it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I really like this area. especially since if the freaking candles I place down, you're gonna see me place down some candles around the slot. I don't know why, but they keep disappearing and it drove me insane to where I just deleted them. And not only that, for some reason on the smaller tables, you can't have like candles like lighting at the center of the table or else the sim can't eat there. And it's super annoying. So, yeah, that was my battle with the candles, but the candles and the white light, like the lighting over here in this area just looks super good. And unfortunately, these stupid candles I just placed were not working with me. And I want to fight them. I want to shake, cry, throw up, and fight these candles. As much as I wish that could be the end of this debacle with the candles, unfortunately it's not. But we're moving on to the front entryway. I looked up a list of things to put into this build because I was like, I don't know what to do with this front entryway. I knew I wanted to have a fountain in the front entryway, but I was like, besides the fountain, what else do I put here? I don't know. And so then I got the idea, oh my gosh, I could just put a seating area. Problem solved. And hopefully the hostess or the host doesn't sit people in one of the benches. But I think it's only with tables. It doesn't work on chairs, it's just tables. So I think it should be fine. Back in the toilet room, honestly, not much to talk about here. It's just a toilet room with some toilets, a couple sinks, a mirror, and a changing table. That's all. I wish I could enlighten you with more details, but there's nothing else. And I just added carpet. Well, a rug. Rug. I just added a rug. Not much. Oh, and then I add the little paper towel holder thingy. Because I like the clutter and the decor of it. It's not functional, but it just looks nice. Same with these little hand sanitizer thingy mabobs. But I think that's the end of the bathroom. I think now I just do the seating area. And oh, this is where I decided to add a piano. I knew I wanted a piano in here. I know Ashley Plays had a mod for a harpist, and I was like, a harpist would be cool, but I think I want a piano. I want a pianist. I could have a violinist in the outdoor. Is it violinist? I think that's the right way to say it. I could have one outside in the outdoor seating area, but just the pianist is fine. Pianist? How do you say that word? Because I think either way it just sounds wrong. Who created that? I feel like it might have been a man. I don't know why. I just have a feeling it had to have been. Because what is that word? Nonetheless, yeah, these are the tables I end up using. I'm going to change the larger tables because it drives me crazy that I can't set anything down in the center of the table because some candles would be perfect right there. I need more mood lighting. But here I am working on the front entryway. I really liked using these patterned benches. Yeah, that's all. I've never used them before. I think I used a bit more CC that I've never touched before in this build, so that was fun. I've also never, I can't say never, but I haven't used that fish tank in a very long time. So yeah, shout out to this build for getting me to use new things because sometimes I get tired of the same old. I need some new stuff. I need something that'll rack my brain. Also, here is me with these stupid freaking candles again. Replacing the candle just for it to disappear. I don't understand it. I don't know why it does that. But, oh, I also, as you can see, I'm adding like this divider. I think this is the dopest thing I've done. It just separates the room and gives it more grander entrance. I love it. I'm a freaking genius for that. Hold your applause, thank you. But yeah, finishing up the front entry, adding a cutesy little rug. Rug, yes, not carpet, rug. Adding a cute little rug and a plant. You can never have too many plants. Yeah, that's all. Finding a home for those little hand sanitizer things was the hardest thing to do, but yeah. But at this rate, I'm hitting a blank wall on what to do next. And I was like, okay, I need to add more stuff because these walls feel kind of empty to me. So I end up changing the art on the walls and end up putting up these instead, which I like more because I feel like it takes up more of the space. And yeah, I had to maneuver the kitchen around a bit. But and this is where I finally was like, okay, I need something on the walls. Let me hang up curtains because that's what makes me happy. It's just when my walls feel empty, I hang up some curtains and it just makes everything so much better. It's really the light of my life. It's the peanut butter to my jelly. I love curtains. So yeah, I feel like that is a good decorating hack, is to just use curtains because it really elevates the space. But now this is where I finally decide, okay, I want an outdoor seating area. So, and I wanted it to be on a platform. So I end up making a platform, of course, starting with the front entryway area. And then I go around to the back. And I had a vague idea of how I wanted this outdoor seating area to look. I just knew I wanted it to be cozy, especially since it's an outdoor eating area with a view. You don't really have to do too much because everyone's going to be looking at the view. So it was perfect, especially in the walkthrough. You can see the view from the outdoor eating area, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I feel like if I went to this restaurant, that is where I would be seating every time. And yeah, I really like it. I like the spandrels and everything. I love the brick. I like that I kept the dark tones. I just wish I could keep candles on those small tables since I can't have them on the big ones. It drives me insane. And although I'm not sure if those little white like space heater things are functional, I feel like it makes sense. Here I am with the candles. Girl, please leave them alone. They're gonna disappear again. Just leave them alone. I don't leave them alone. I think I go through that one more time before I give up. Perseverance should be a part of my middle name because I was like, let me just keep going. Maybe this time it will stay. What is wrong with me? Anyways, we're moving on to the rooftop. It was just too empty, so I threw on these thingies. I don't know what they are and what order they should be or how they should look, but I made vents and a little pathy path for the vents. And now we're working on the foliage for the outside, and I absolutely love this. I feel like this completed the outdoor area a lot because at first it just felt so empty, but I was like, okay, I know I want some trees, of course. And once the tool mod is updated, I'll be able to place more trees and stuff around the world. But for right now, I am going to place some on the slot. So I make like a little garden area for that. And I place some benches so that way I imagine like Sims walking around this area will sit down. I know they can't unless you are on the lot, but it's just nice to imagine that they can. But I love the little outdoor area. It for sure completed this space 100%, especially this tree. I don't know what tree that is in the front. Oh, especially the trees with the lights. Oh my gosh. And then the stairs and the railings and the fence. Honestly, I loved it. From the moment I started placing the foliage outside, I was like, oh, this is good. I did it. I did it. When I was done, I was like so emotional. Like, I don't know if I'm just really emotional. I'm such an emotional person, but I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Because I always felt like myshuno was just one of those worlds I could never decorate because I find it too complicated. So being able to not only make this restaurant, but as you can see, there's like a little build over there that I still have not finished, which is why you guys haven't seen it. Yeah, I am really proud of myself for being able to do that. And I feel like I short sell myself too much because I sure as hell did this. Can I say hell? I just said it again, so it should be fine. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!